dance with me. Big old dreams in real life. Crown king in his beautiful wife.
Hi guys, so today I've got very exciting news. I'm doing a collaboration with another YouTube girl called Kerry Gemma. She is absolutely amazing. I watch her videos all the time. She's got such like a great sense of style with colours that she works with, and I just genuinely like watching her videos. She's so professional when she does it, and I love hauls and reviews. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a collaboration with her, and we're going to be creating a makeup look using a one brand only, apart from I'll be doing the drugstore version and she'll be doing the more expensive designer high-end makeup. So yeah, if you are interested, please continue watching, and don't forget to check out Kerry Gemma's video down below. So to start my look, as I usually would do, I would just use a lip moisturiser because my lips are rather dry, and I'd also use a day moisturiser. So I'm going to be using the Organics Smooth & Day Cream from the Body Shop. I'm also going to be using Blistex Intense Moisturiser for my lips. For a foundation and concealer, I'm going to be using the MUA. So for concealer and foundation, I'm going to be using the MUA Pro Base Conceal and Brighten Kit. And in the middle here we have a concealer. On the opposite end we have a highlighter. And then you also have this other part here to conceal. Now I'm going to be using this for my foundation because it is the right colour for me. And I also think that it has a great coverage. Look just like this, and I use these pretty much every other day. I do use them quite a bit, hence touching pan on most of these. So I'm just going to be taking the farther left here, or my left, and I'm just going to be dotting this around my face. The reason why I'm using this on my finger is because it's really hard to pick up with a brush. Some of you may think that it's rather unhygienic, but it's only going on me. Because this product is very hard to work with, you're going to want to pat it into your skin as opposed to like sliding it across your skin, because it will go patchy. So to do this, I'm just going to be using a very compact bulbous brush like this, and I'm just going to be tapping this in. It wears for a relatively good amount of time, but the reason why I like it so much is because you have a concealer, the foundation and a highlighter in one palette just for £3. Conceal any spots that I do have, I'm going to be going... So to conceal any spots that I do have, I'm going to be going in with the MUA Cover and Conceal Concealer. For my highlighting concealer, which usually goes under my eyes and down my nose, I'm going to be taking the middle colour from this palette here. And I'm just going to be taking this on a concealing brush. And I'm going to be going down my nose, onto my chin, onto my forehead, and then draw like branches coming out, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to be taking this into a triangle shape under my eye, because what this is going to do is it's just going to flawlessly blend in with the rest of our skin tone. But it's also going to ensure that part under our eyes is highlighted and awake and brightened. I'm also going to do, to prime my eyeshadow for later, is I'm just going to be applying this to the base of my eyes, because it's going to even out any discoloration. Again, same with the foundation, make sure that you pat it as opposed to swiping it. Now for powder, I'm going to be going in with the MUA Pressed Powder in shade 2, and it just looks like this. I'm just going to be taking this on the e.l.f. powder brush. Now I haven't included makeup brushes in the whole drugstore concept, simply because I didn't like their brushes. So I'm just going to be going into this, and this is just going to be setting our foundation and concealer. And again, same with powder, you're really going to want to push it in. You're not going to want to swipe it in, because you're going to remove every single product that you are mattifying. So next, for bronzer or your contour, I'm going to be going in with MUA's Pressed Powder in shade 4. Now MUA also do bronzers, but this is the bronzer and this is shade 1. And this is the pressed powder in shade 4. Personally, the bronzer is more orange toned. It's also very glittery. And I don't know if you can see, but there's like some sort of weird ass texture going on there. I don't like it like whatsoever. So the reason why I went for a pressed powder is because it's matte. It's a really nice skin tone colour, so it looks a bit more natural than what the bronzer would. and yeah, I really like this. Going in with MUA's blusher in Marshmallow, and this, okay, and then for highlight I'm going to be going in with the MUA and Just Your Skin shimmer highlighter, which looks like this. It's a really beautiful pink iridescent highlighter, and just applying this above my cheekbones just to really give that gorgeous glowy dewy look. Eyebrows, I'm going to be picking up the MUA eyebrow pencil in the shade of Brunette. So I'm just going to be starting, I've probably done this like so many times, so I will speed it up. But all I'm going to be doing is just drawing a tail on my eyebrow, and then of course filling in with whatever's left over on the brush at the start of the brow. Is go back into the concealer from the Pro Base kit that we used earlier, and I'm just going to be cleaning up my brows because they're way too thick. So the two eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to be using are the Glitter Ball palette, which looks like this. So I'm aiming to be using these two end colours here, the pink and the gold. And I was also thinking about using the Undressed palette from MUA, and this is just your average neutrals palette, everything you need for a smoky eye, a daytime look. So yeah, I'm also going to be going back to the blush that I used, which was Marshmallow, and I'm also going to be using MUA's eyeshadow, which is a mono eyeshadow in shade 18, and this is a matte. So I'm going to go straight into the Glitter Ball palette. I'm going to be picking up this pinky colour here, which is next to the black, and I'm just going to be putting this into as our transition colour. I'm just going to be picking up some of the blusher and tapping off any excess, gently putting this into our outer third and blending upwards. It's going into that Undressed palette. I'm going to be picking up this dark shade here, and again doing the exact same thing with this, putting it in our outer third and dragging it along so that we can create a lot of definition. And what I'm going to be doing is just picking up a flat brush. I'm going to be going back into this blusher, and I'm going to be applying it on our inner third and our outer third part of our eye. Then going into our Glitter Ball palette, I'm going to be picking up this orangey gold colour here. So you're going to be wanting to put this on very sheer because I find that these can crease. This slightly above the crease, because when we go back into our crease colour later, this will kind of enclose all of these colours. Then next to that colour there's this gorgeous pinky colour here, and if you haven't noticed already, all of these colours are actually shimmers. So I'm just going to be picking this one up and going over the pink that we had previously used. Into a similar shade to what we used earlier. We used this one here for our transition colour. I'm going to be just picking up this lighter sand colour and using this as our crease colour. And what this is going to do is it's just going to enclose all of those colours. For the under eye area, I'm going to be using this purple here in our Glitter Ball palette, and I'm going to be taking this all the way on our lower lash line. Going back into the highlight that I used earlier from the Undress Your Skin, and I'm just using this, and I'm just going to be going all the way on our inner third with this highlight. Okay, so all I've done from here is I've picked up this black colour, and I've just used this on an MUA E3 brush, which looks like this, and I've literally just put this in the crease, focusing it on the outer part of the crease. Then of course what I'm going to do is just be blending this. To clean absolutely everything up, again I'm going to be going into this palette here, and I'm just going to be swiping it in a straight line upwards to make everything just look a bit more professional, a lot more clean. So for two parts I'm actually going to cheat because my mascara and my liquid eyeliner are dried out, which I didn't think they were, so I'm just going to be using the Avon Shock Mascara and the e.l.f. Precision Liquid Liner. I'm going to keep it somewhat small, but we'll see how that goes. So because we're going for a semi-dramatic look, this is semi-dramatic to me, I am of course going to be using some fake eyelashes. Using a pencil, I'm just going to go back in and line my waterline. So I have 3 colour shades here that I'm going to try out and see which ones you prefer. They are pinky undertones. 2 I have from MUA, and again I'm going to use one from another brand, but it's pretty much similar to MUA. They are £1 each, but this one is a Makeup Revolution one. The first one I have here is of course an MUA lipstick in the shade of Juicy, and I use this shade all the time. Like. So the next one I'm going to use is from MUA, and this is shade 3, and this is just a nice hot pink colour. This one I would say is a bit more statement, and it kind of really brings out the colours in your eyes. I prefer this one more so than Juicy. The last one I'm going to use is from Makeup Revolution. This is part of the Scandalous range, and this is called Depraved, and this is a purple, and I thought this would match absolutely beautifully with the under eye colours. I would say personally this one is my favourite, just simply because I think it just brings out all the colours again, and you can really focus on that under eye colour of the purple. So even though this colour is not an MUA colour, I did show you some alternatives that you can use, or if you prefer a more subtler colour, of course go for a nude. You don't necessarily have to go for a colour like this. So I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial using mainly one brand. I did use a few others, but they were dried out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one brand tutorial. I really enjoyed doing this collaboration, and of course go and check out Makeup by Kerry Gemma's channel. Of course I will link everything below, including her channel and her video where she's doing her high-end expensive designer makeup, if you like. So go and check hers out, and if you like this video give it a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments below which colour you preferred with this eye makeup look. So I shall see you soon. Don't forget to check out the other channels, which will be in the links below, and I shall see you in my next video.